Hi guys, thank you for joining this video. So I did an action features video about the Masters of the Universe vintage line some years ago, which is actually the best running video on my channel. It has like around 15,000 clicks, so you might check it out. I will put it in the description and also on the end of the video. Well, those action figures seems to be the most interesting, or a very interesting thing about the vintage line, as a lot of you have commented on a video. So I thought, let's do another video showing you more of the vintage action features, which are amazing in terms of creativity and also in terms of functionality, still working like around 30-40 years later. So this is the figures we are discovering today in terms of action features. So enjoy. So let's start with the first guy, Saurod, from the 1987 live action movie. Come on, let's check you out. Saurod is kind of a nice figure, and because it has a very nice action feature, which actually wouldn't really be used in the film, but they built in a nice feature which was very popular with some of the toys I had in the 1980s. If you take off Saurod's helmet, you can better see the lever on the back, and what happens with this lever you will see right now. Have to get a little bit closer. So Saurod, show me what you can do. So Saurod actually can produce spark with the use of some firestone, which is built in there. I've looked over the internet. You cannot find toys like this anymore. So I guess it was kind of a safety issue. What is amazing, it still works like around 40-30 years later. I will do it once more. So, and for the coolness of it, I put back your helmet on, so we can watch you in all your glory. So, this was fire sparking Saurod. Isn't it amazing? Let's put Saurod back, and look who we have here. Blast Attack. Blast Attack, well, he has kind of a nice action feature, which is also featured, I guess, in the latest Revelation cartoon, because he has the power to self-detonate and split in two halves by the means of a pump mechanism with a tube. Unfortunately, I don't have this tube anymore. And as you can see, my figure is also a little bit damaged due to the exploding mechanism. But anyways, on the back of the figure, there goes the pump, and once you put that tube in there, you can actually put the splitting mechanism into effect. And I will show you how this works by doing it manually. If you put it, then actually he splits into two halves. Of course he will do it a little bit more forceful, but nevertheless it looks nice. As you can see, my figure came apart. The plastic is really old and it kind of broke without anything, but this is how the mechanism works. You see there's some springs in there, and if I come closer, you can see that by using the pump, this little lever will push the other half of the figure, and so it will disassemble. Nice figure, I guess. So I put my very fragile Blast Attack back on the shelf so he can rest for another day or two, and let's come to the next figures. Actually, there are two. It's the stone people, STONEDAR and ROKKON. So guys, come on, show what you got. So we have the stone people actually, and you have one figure transformed into an action warrior, and the other one is transformed into a rock. Totally like how they did it, that you can actually, the joints and are movable, and you actually, the arms and the figures and the head can be transformed into a rock, kind of a transformer disguise feature. And it goes like very simple, within like a second or two. Let's see how it works. There we go. And also the other way around. You can actually really transform the figures really easily, even with one hand, as you can see. There we go. The other figure is standing upright. Very nice action figure. So let's put STONEDAR and ROKKON back on, and the next figure I would like to show you is Raman. Actually, there are two Ramans, and I'm gonna tell you why. I actually bought two Ramans because the mechanism they have explains itself when you kind of see it's one figure on the left, which is kind of spring-loaded, and that's the action feature incorporated into this figure, that you kind of push on that lever and Raman jumps. On the right side you can very nicely see how this mechanism works if the spring is not loaded. The right figure, by the way, you can see it from the coloring, is a French figure. It has kind of another reddish coloration to it. Well, what also is nice, and why I put those figures together to show you, is this is how the mechanism works. You actually push Raman down, then the mechanism expands and the figure actually jumps. Well, this one doesn't anymore because the spring is kind of worn. The other figure has a nice spring, but the mechanism doesn't click. So I will show you originally how strong that spring was once you played with it in your playroom. You actually used that figure to jump towards the Skeletor's evil minions, and it will work like this. I will hold it because the mechanism won't hold the spring anymore, and then it would actually attack. Do it once more for the pure fun of it. Nice, simple, but a very playful action feature, which I really used a lot back in the day in my plays with the Masters of the Universe figures, because it was just nice to have to set up all the figures and have Raman kind of jump at them and bring them off their feet. So you two Raman, next one. The next one, again, I would like to use three figures because they have built all the same mechanism, which is really awesome. And we have here Too-Bad, Jitsu and Fisto, and I pretty much, you can guess what kind of action feature I'm actually hinting at, and it's the spring-loaded boxing action feature, which is built in with Fisto, Jitsu and Too-Bad and some other figures. It was originally released with Fisto, and you can pretty much see where I'm going at. Actually, his right arm has a spring-loaded mechanism, and once you will put it up, well, that wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. Well, if you put up that arm and you let it go, it will actually smash down. The same in the other round. So I will detach this later. Well, that's it with the old figures once in a while. The plastic really gets kind of hardens and then it breaks easily, as actually happened with my Fisto. Well, then we have Jitsu, who seems to have the same mechanism, although another kind of hand, which actually I really like that shiny golden Jitsu hand very much. And the mechanism works the same way. You can actually use it like this and it comes down like really fast, and you can actually assault your enemies. And the other way around too. Put it like this and pull it back, and it will actually. And with Too Bad, what I really like about Too Bad is that he has the string mechanism twice, on his left arm and his right arm. I can actually put that camera here down so you can see it. Yeah, that's better. So come on, Too Bad, show me what you got. Twice the power. Down. Very nice. Actually, the spring loading mechanism, I really like that also, because you could really do all these punching things with the figure back in the day. It was a really nice feature, which I have fond memories of. Well, you guys can rest here, you won't be put, because the last figure I actually have to take it somewhere else, and we're taking out infamous Scareglow. Well, Scareglow, this one is also really old, about 30 years. It has already got some yellowish coloring due to the age. By the way, I really think they did a nice job with the new Scareglow Origins version, which is really great to look at. Well, this guy, he needs to be put under a lamp or something like this, and then really be put in a dark area to see what his action feature actually is. So let's do it. Actually, we will hold Scareglow through the lamp pretty near, so he's really powering up with that light. Let's see. Takes a minute. So Scareglow, ready for action? Scareglow, powered up by that light. I will turn off the light and let's see how you work. So I turned off that light, and here we have Scareglow in all his glory. Very nice figure, very nice action feature that it glows in the dark. Also with the new Origins one, this is a great feature. You might want to check this out, and I'm really happy that this 30-plus-year-old figure still has the ability to show off. So, about showing off, that's the end of the video. I hope you like the action features. I will say goodbye in the dark. Have a great day, thank you for watching, and please come back for the next video if you like. Hit the like button also if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel, and I'd also love to hear from you in the comments if you have some great input on the Masters of the Figures vintage line. Have a nice one. Bye bye.